infinite value of life, effortless achievement of knowledge which liberates one from the bondage of boundaries, opens unboundedness within boundaries. It's beautiful.
ज्ञान संपादन करना यह बहुत सुलभ है और अज्ञान को भूलना अथवा ज्ञान को भूलना वही कष्ट है। जिससे अभी आप लोगों को एक शब्द सुनाता हूं, ओम नमः शिवाय। वो पाठ होने के लिए एक क्षण भर लगेगा। ओम नमः शिवाय अथवा राम पाठ हो गया, ठीक। 6 महीना वायदा देते हैं, आप वो राम शब्द भूल के आना, तब आप ही लोगों को मैं गुरु करूंगा। राम पाठ करने को सुलभ करना सुलभ है कि राम शब्द भूलना सुलभ है। इसी तरह ज्ञान जो है वो सुलभ है और अज्ञान भूलना वही कठिन है। इस वास्ते प्रवृत्ति वही कठिन है और निवृत्ति और आत्मनिष्ठा ये बहुत सुलभ है।
He points out what is easy, what is difficult. To act is really difficult. To retire is really very easy. Knowledge is so simple. Ignorance is so very difficult. He gives an example saying that to know is so simple. To forget it's so difficult. If you ask a man anything and then ask him to forget that, remembering a word from you is so automatic, natural. But ask him to forget it, years he might take, will be very difficult to forget. You say anything, Ram, Rose, anything. The man has heard it. It remains with him. And if you ask him to forget, next day ask him, have you forgotten? He says, no, Rose, I know. Every time you ask him, have you forgotten? Still, every time it becomes more and more difficult to forget. So, the ignorance is so difficult. Knowledge, so automatic. Just because knowledge is the character of life. One's own being, one can't forget. And to forget being and remember something else, very difficult. Because the very basis of remembrance is existence, intelligence, which is the basis of one's being, which is the character of one's being. So, no one can forgo one's being. Like that, knowledge, infinity, unboundedness is the character of life. One can't be devoid of one's own character. One can't be devoid of one's own essential nature. That is why to retire and get to knowledge is a spontaneous phenomenon. It doesn't need effort. It's simple. To not retire and remain in the field of ignorance is so very difficult. And this is the difficulty that makes one uncomfortable. All the ignorant people are so uncomfortable, full of misery, suffering, weaknesses, all chaotic life. Because to remain without knowledge is so very difficult. Leaving off all activity, getting to the field of knowledge, so spontaneous, so natural. This is the teaching of that Nivarta Dham. I'll add a word to this. This is the cognition office here. Cognition office here. What this year saw in creation? Change. And what is obvious in change? progress. Nivartadvam, retire. From one stage, get to the other. Retire, get to the other, get to the other. This is cognition. Cognition of the happening in creation. Change. And the teaching is Nivartadvam. Go beyond, go beyond. Which is nothing other than the expression of what is naturally happening. Change, through change, progress, evolution happening. Retiring is just that recognition of what is happening. Change is taking place. Nivartadvam. Be in that which is happening. Let your awareness be what is happening, and what you will find is fulfillment in life. Nivartadvam. This way change or this way change. And this is an inevitable, essential feature of life. Change. This, by way of cognition, is just interpreted by that pure consciousness to be a path to fulfillment through change, through progress. Every step of progress gives a direction to further step, and step by step we will add in a scientific manner comes fulfillment. So this whole story of Nivartadvam is from the cognition of what is happening, from the obvious observation of the phenomenon of change, and through change progress in creation. So the dawn of realization, the dawn of true knowledge is from what is apparent to perception. That's all. So simple. The whole thing is on simplicity. May be good to put this to practice now. Retire. It's a great thing. You will have all this wisdom. As time goes on, more and more petals. But remember, Nivartadvam, transcend and enjoy.
इसका उद्देश्य थोड़ा है, वो कह के समाप्त कर देता हूँ. जो हम लोग को साधन करने को कहा है, उसका उद्देश्य क्या है? ये
He does want to say something about the purpose of this slipping into retirement. Let's hear the purpose of it.
जो निद्रा में अज्ञान से हम लोगों को आनंद अथवा सुख मिलता है, वही उसी प्रकार ज्ञानपूर्वक अगर हम निद्रा करने को सीखे, निद्रा सुख प्राप्त करने को सीखेंगे, तब वो सच्चा समाधि और सच्ची निद्रा वही है. शंकराचार्य ने एक शब्द से कहा है, निद्रा समाधि स्थिति. मेरी समाधि स्थिति ही मेरी निद्रा है. स्वास्थ्य ज्ञानपूर्वक निद्रा लेना वो ही समाधि है. अज्ञानपूर्वक लेना निद्रा है, ज्ञानपूर्वक लेना समाधि है.
Retirement from activity, which is wide awake in our awareness, brings that fulfillment. And retirement from activity, which does not bring that state of rest to our awareness, is sleep. So just a matter of knowing sleep, and we are in the threshold of knowledge. The state of cosmic consciousness, where one is wide awake even while sleeping. So go and sleep like that.